What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Post Credit Chat. My name is Mark, and this is Sam, and thank you for joining us for our movies and TV episode. We've got two exciting, well, I don't know if I should say exciting, but we got two stories. We've got a story, and then we've got an exciting story. The first
Yeah.
story, I should say, is the Netflix, Warner Brothers, Paramount. What's happening with all this? We're going to break it all down right here for you on this episode, and also the not Duffer Brothers. Whoa,
Come on.
the Russo brothers are re-releasing Avengers Endgame in theaters next September in 2026. Why Endgame? Why September? Let's talk about it. And it's probably might just be a pretty straightforward answer, but there might be a little bit more to it. So we're going to break it all down this episode. A few housekeeping things for you guys. You can find us all at the socials of YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, X, and Blue Sky at the handle of Post Credit Chat. And also just remember that we are going to be going live this Thursday night with the Game Awards at 7:30 Eastern Time. So when the Game Awards start, Sam and I will be right here on youtube.com/post credit chat, going live, reacting to all of the fun world premieres that Jeff Keighley is going to be blessing us with. We're so excited. We should be on TikTok live. That is, if I can make sure we get it working on time. You can also follow us on there. And last but not least, with season 5 of Stranger Things Volume 1 already out, that means our reaction video is already currently up on YouTube. So go over there, watch it, like it, subscribe if you feel the need to do so, which you probably do feel the need to do so because I'm telling you, you should go like and subscribe. So go do it. And then as time goes on, you'll be able to watch Volume 2 and Volume 3 as we get closer. Typically, what we do in these episodes is we start off with a game, but Sam, I feel the need to skip the game this time.
Yeah, no time for games.
Sad to say, because we've got just so much right now to talk about. And so here's the deal. By the time of recording this and uploading it tomorrow, there are other YouTube creators, TikTok accounts that you could probably go find and learn from them if you want, if you feel the need. But here's the thing, you're not learning it from Post Credit Chat, the best source to get your news and information for all of the, video game, movie, and TV news that you can know about. Right here is where you should probably get all that information. So if you're cool, you'll stick around and grab a pen and paper and learn some stuff.
We actually know more than anybody else anyways.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
we really do. In fact, we're probably going to be starting youtube.com/post credit chat weather. If you need to know what the weather is looking like in your local area,
yes.
Sam is going to be doing it shirtless every single
That's right.
day.
And actually for every single city. So we'll have thousands of episodes daily.
Yeah. In fact, we will have thousands of youtube.com/post credit chat Miami/post credit chat Irvine/
Are those the only two cities you can think of?
No, Raleigh. I don't know. I was going to name our cities. I was like, I just don't want to name our cities. So I started a blank. But Dallas, Hattiesburg.
We're not doing Ohio. We're not doing Ohio. Nothing there.
Well, that was Mississippi.
No, I know. No. I was just saying, let's get it out of the way. That's not happening.
I got you.
It's just gray. We're just gray there. Anyway.
Yes. Anyways, all that to say, let's talk about some movie and TV news. Let's start with it, Sam. You ready?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
I got a lot to read for you, but here I wrote it all down just so I made sure I would not miss anything. I want to make sure we get all the news right. Let's talk about the Netflix Warner Brothers acquisition. What's happening with this? And then Paramount is kind of coming into the mix with it with a hostile takeover. So let's jump into it. Netflix has reached an $83 billion agreement to acquire the Warner Brothers Studios and streaming division after the company completes its split in 2026. This includes HBO Max, Warner Brothers Film and TV Studios, and likely Warner Brothers Games. Warner Bros. Discovery still plans to separate itself into two companies. The cable channels such as CNN, TBS, TNT, HGTV, and the Food Network, thank the Lord, will become their own standalone company. I just want to say, I would stay up late at night when I was a kid watching the Food Network. and I would eat in bed all the time. I think that's where my love for cooking came. I'd watch them make a chicken parm on TV, and I had my strawberry Pop Tarts in one hand. So that's probably what it was. The other half, containing the studios, streaming services, and the gaming studios, is the part Netflix would buy. Netflix, their offer equals $27.75 per share. But Paramount Skydance responded with a hostile public proposal to acquire the entire Warner Brothers Discovery Company for $30 per share. That is a big jump. If you are not familiar with the share side of things with these big companies, especially the tech companies, well, $30 is $30, but I'm just saying these tech companies, they do fluctuate from time to time quite often, which is going to be, much larger for the full company takeover, like I just said. But Warner Brothers Discovery Board said that Paramount's bid is unsolicited and will be formally reviewed, but the board is not changing its recommendation in favor of the Netflix deal. The shareholders will receive guidance. Here we go. There we go. I'm getting a little bit of an echo in my headset. Sorry. But the board is not changing the recommendation in favor of Netflix, their deal. Shareholders will receive guidance from the board by December 19th. There is confusion surrounding the Warner Brothers games because the Netflix announcement did not explicitly name the gaming division. However, all the reporting leaks and the insider confirmations say that the game studios are included unless Warner Brothers Discovery chooses to separate them again before closing. Most likely, I don't think that's going to happen, but it is a possibility. Whichever deal wins will face the heavy antitrust review because Netflix, owning HBO Max and all the Warner Brothers films and the shows and all the Warner Brother game studios, would drastically reshape streaming and gaming. We've seen this already in the past kind of happen with some few things, but we're going to see it happen again with Netflix most likely. But Paramount buying everything would also raise some concerns because it would merge two major legacy media companies. This battle impacts major franchises. These include DC movies and shows, Harry Potter films and the games, Lord of the Rings adaptations, the movies and TV only. This would not include the rights to the Lord of the Rings video games. That's very important. Game of Thrones, Dune series, and every Warner Brothers animation team IP and the teams themselves. Industry reporting states that the Netflix won the exclusive negotiating window after beating out Disney, Amazon, Apple, and Comcast. Paramount is the only competitor still actively challenging Netflix with a higher hostile offer. Nothing is finalized. The Netflix deal is announced, but it must survive the shareholder votes, Paramount's competing bid, and the government approval before closing in the late 2026. So there's still time for Paramount to get their foot in the door. Their foot's in the door, but for them to close the deal, I should say. Until the deal is locked in, the entire future of Warner Brothers games remains uncertain, and just Warner Brothers as a whole, including the studios like NetherRealm, Rocksteady, Monolith, Avalanche, and the future of major franchises under them. That was a lot, but that's it. We are up to speed. We know everything that there is to know, unless there's something different that has happened tonight as we are recording this. And I doubt it. And there better not be, because I don't want to have to re-record this episode. Talk to me, Sam. What are you
Dude,
thinking?
I mean, first off, just thinking about 83 billion for an entertainment like purchase is absolutely unreal to me. I guess honestly, part of me didn't realize Netflix had that kind of capital, I guess. So it's like wild to see them just make a humongous offer like that. And then for Paramount to go behind them and do the exact, or actually do an even bigger bid. I don't know what that would like calculate out to, but I
Their
mean,
bid was $108 billion,
unbelievable amount of money. Like,
which is a little confusing because the president of Warner Brothers is going to have to explain to the shareholders, if they go with Netflix, why didn't you accept Paramount's offer? Because we would
yeah,
have gotten more money. Shareholders care about one thing, and that's the money.
Yep.
That's what they want.
And
That's why they're shareholders.
$25 billion is like the difference. It's a
Yeah.
huge, huge, huge difference.
So there needs to be some answers, and I think things are going to get unpacked a little bit as time goes on. Obviously, we have till the end of 2026. But I mean, we were covering this what a few weeks ago, and we were thinking that it actually wasn't going to go to Paramount or Netflix. It was going to
Yep.
go more towards Saudi Arabia, right? And they're
Mhm.
buying up everything on the planet. So here we are now. We've got Netflix. How do you feel about Netflix maybe owning Warner Brothers and owning a lot of major IP that we have seen utilized in movies and TV?
So, I I'm really 50-50 on this. I can see a lot of bad that would come from it. I think that Netflix has some, IPs that it underutilizes, and then I think it has some that it makes content for and then isn't good content. So, I'm hopeful, but I can see this going bad very, very easily.
Hmm.
I think with a purchase this big, they have to have some serious like turnover and start producing a lot of new content really quickly to start making that money back. And I'm worried they're going to put out some slop before
Right.
they get into their like good stuff.
This is almost in a sense, this is probably a bad comparison, but I'm going to use it. If PlayStation bought Microsoft, if Sony bought Microsoft, and
Yeah.
so therefore the Xbox is now under the umbrella of PlayStation, I don't think that they would merge or liquidate the Xbox and just keep the PlayStation 5. I think they'd probably keep the Xbox still, just like Netflix has already gone out there and said, hey, if this goes through, we are going to still keep HBO for the meantime. They're not getting rid of the HBO app, HBO Max. They're
Hmm.
going to keep that around, right? But the fact of the matter is this: whenever you consolidate companies like this, you lose competition, right? This is the problem. When you have too much like that a company owns, this is where it becomes a problem. There's a word for this. I can't even think of what it's called. Someone light me up for it in the comments. I apologize. But when that stuff happens, we just lose competition. So we see Xbox has lost the console wars. We've known this for some time now. PlayStation can kind of do whatever they want, and people are going to go buy the PlayStation 6. They
Yep.
don't need to really do a whole lot here on out for the rest of the console generation. Maybe that changes with Steam entering the atmosphere, and maybe Xbox could get their crap together. I doubt it. I don't think they're doing a good job in life right now. But when we look at Netflix, when we look at Paramount, there are two key things that are kind of here that we got to, there's good and bad for both, right?
Right.
Netflix, one, probably has the best streaming service that's out there. It works. The infrastructure for the streaming is always on point. Like Netflix is on it. They're probably the best. They have the best streaming service. I'm not saying they have the best content. I'm just saying their platform works for the most part pretty well. Um, the flaw with Netflix is that they put movies out in theaters and they're only in theaters for a few weeks, maybe a month, and that's it. And then they come straight to streaming. So this could really, be bad for movie theaters.
Mhm.
The other side, when we look at Paramount, they have put out there saying if they acquire this, they are going and they have already utilized AI. They will continue to use AI in the purchase of Warner Brothers.
Oh no.
So the question is, who do you want to own this? Do you want it to be Netflix? And do you care about movie theaters? Do you like, and if you do, you're probably going to lose that with Netflix. Or if you do care about movie theaters, then you may want to lean more towards Paramount. At the end of the day, like we could lean one way or the other. It's not going to be decided on our feelings, right?
Right. You know, honestly, I think I would still prefer Netflix. Um, I don't know. Paramount to me, it could be that I'm just less familiar, but I don't know. Netflix is more accessible feeling to me. And I think that I wouldn't hate to have like pretty much, and this gets into the stuff talking about like how the government will like intervene a little bit. I would like for Netflix to have more. I think my
Mhm.
biggest gripe with Netflix right now is like I only have it to watch Stranger Things. That's a problem,
Yeah.
you know? So if they start adding more things like your DC movies, stuff like that, other things that Warner Bros owns, I mean that inclines me a lot more to want to keep Netflix.
Yeah. And I mean, think about this. They also get a lot of games, like a
Yeah,
big, huge part of
and
the gaming
the thing
division.
is, like Netflix just announced that they're going to start having games on their like in app, which I don't understand entirely, but
Have they not always had that though?
no, I'm talking like full games. Like I can play Red Dead Redemption
Right.
via Netflix right now.
You could do that. I think most of their games have always leaned mobile, and I think you're right.
Yes.
When they're doing like, when they recently, got some of the rights to Red Dead and have that now on their app, like that's a huge win for them because Red Dead Redemption 1's a great game. But now Netflix with all these other games, they're now part of the conversation when we talk about the games industry. They are now going to be a major publisher for video games.
Mhm.
Crazy. The Batman Arkham games, that's all under Netflix if this goes through. Hogwarts Legacy, Mortal Kombat, not Lord of the Rings, like we were saying, but I mean, Game of Thrones games, like, and those aren't amazing by any means, but like, yeah, there's just a lot of different IP that they're going to get. And I will say, I don't think necessarily Warner Brothers has done the best job with this IP. Yeah, that we've had Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight, but we also had Kill the Justice League, Suicide
Yeah.
Squad.
I mean, let's talk about multiverses and an
Yeah. Oh,
absolute just crap that game was.
yep.
And they just said, okay, we're done. We're not going to do anything else with this. And it might not have been entirely Warner Brothers' fault, but it was still under their umbrella and they had the power to fix it.
You're 100% correct, Sam. That's another perfect example. Like they're just not supporting their studios, and that's kind of
Yes.
the problem. And we need to see that change. Netflix does understand the nerd culture
Absolutely.
side of things,
Yes.
and I think in that sense, I think we're fine. I do want to talk about movie theaters. Sorry, let me kind of go back real quick because you and I are somebody who we're people that love movie theaters. Like we're both. Are you still an A-list member?
Oh,
I'm an
yeah.
AMC A-list member. Okay, cool. So we go to theaters a lot, but Netflix is a successful business. Go with me here. Like Netflix is successful. Why are they successful? Because they have subscribers. Why do they have subscribers? Because people love what they are doing. They love watching content at home. So like they're onto something. Like, do people really want to be back in theaters, or do they want to be like at home on their TV or on their couch watching, things on their own TV?
Yeah.
Like we've got Wake Up Dead Man. What is that tied to?
Knives Out.
Knives Out story. That's I think it's already out in theaters,
It's
and
in
then
theaters. It's coming to like Netflix on the 12th, so next week.
yeah, like
No, this week.
this week. Oh, it is this week. Yeah, this weekend. Okay,
Mhm.
so there's that. We had recently the Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein movie.
Mhm.
I probably said his name wrong. I've always been bad at saying his name, but whatever. But the Frankenstein that was out for a few weeks, maybe a month, and now it's on Netflix. And so I'm not gonna lie, like I want to see Knives Out, but when I saw that was going to theaters for just a little bit and then come into Netflix immediately, I told Missy, I was like, "Hey, why don't we just stay home and watch it? Like, I don't want to like go to a theater. Like, I would go because I have an A-list membership, but we don't have an A-list membership for her. Like,
Yeah.
so let's save you money and we're already paying for Netflix. Why don't we just wait? It's fine.
Mhm.
You know, I think there's a lot of people who are upset at what this could mean for movie theaters, but I'm not going to be that upset because one, whenever I go to a movie theater, whether it was back home in Florida or here in North Carolina, like I still have bad experiences from time to time,
Yeah.
whether
That's
it's the
true.
theater being dirty or there's people talking in the movies. And there are theaters out there that do a good job with this. The Alamo Draft House theaters are fantastic. We have one here actually, which is really cool. But they they're not everywhere, and I think this is really gonna hurt theaters like that, and that sucks. But when we look at the AMCs, like AMC, you've had time to step it up, and now they're falling behind, and Netflix is coming in to shut you guys down. That's what this move is for, because they believe that the at-home experience is more important than all this. So,
Yeah. And to me, like, I like going to the theaters. Like, I want there to be movies in theaters, but the more I think about it, I don't think that future really exists, if that makes sense. I, you know,
like the movie theater scene.
I don't. I want it to. I
Mhm.
really do. But uh, I really just don't see it happening.
Yeah. It's funny, I was telling Missy, I was like, "Hey, maybe for Christmas this year, we don't get each other gifts, and we just get a new TV." We
Yeah.
might as well invest in what we're gonna be watching our content on moving
Yes.
forward, so maybe we just get a really big and nice TV, and we do that. Cancel all of our, or not all, but cancel the AMC A-list and all that, so,
Mm,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether to side more with Netflix right now or Paramount. I think this is kind of a lose-lose both ways we go, to be honest. Here's the thing that's guaranteed. Warner Brothers is getting sold, and
yeah.
it's gonna go to one of them.
100%.
It's going to one of them, and so who do we want to get it? Um, any thoughts? Closing thoughts on this?
I mean, you know, whatever happens, I just hope that they treat the IPs properly. I'm talking specifically about DC because we've heard some rumors, and I would hate to see those rumors come true.
James Gunn responded to a fan on Threads, if I'm not mistaken, because he's been getting a lot of messages like, James, like, what are your thoughts on this? Like, tell me the DCU is going to be okay.
Mhm.
And he responded to somebody saying the DCU is going to be more than okay. In fact, better than ever, or something like that. So I feel good about this. I don't think,
Oh,
and
okay.
even, you know, what was it? I don't know. I don't think they're going to get rid of James Gunn. I think that they want to keep James Gunn. Is
Yeah,
my thought.
I hope so. Maybe they're gonna give him more resources to make more content.
That would be cool. Maybe he could get some of mm, smaller projects put out a little bit quicker. I mean, he's already
Yeah,
putting out content real fast. We've already got a teaser for um, Supergirl that's been released. Did you see that?
yeah, I did.
So there's that. I mean, he's putting out content quick. Superman released this year. And then he announced that Superman, the sequel is going to come out in 2 years. But next year, before that, we get Supergirl. So he's got a movie releasing every year. We got TV shows releasing. So it's just cool. We've got a lot of DCU stuff coming. So if
Heck yeah.
anything, maybe this would help him get content out faster. But I think maybe his movies would only be in theaters for a month. And that
Mm,
would really suck. Maybe not for us because you and I are really good about going and seeing these things pretty quickly,
yeah,
but that would just really suck. So hopefully
that's
we don't
true.
get to that point. Moving on, um, Avengers Endgame. It's going to be coming back to movie theaters on September 25th, 2026. The Russo brothers have put out an Instagram post saying, actually, I don't have it pulled up, so I don't know what it said. But they basically just showed the portal scene at the end of Avengers Endgame and something along the lines with the tagline of "We can't wait for you to experience this again or see this moment again." And it said at the end of it, "Coming back to theaters" or something like that. So here's the thing: we could take this as face value in that, hey, the Russo brothers, they have Endgame coming back to theaters right before Doomsday. But do we want to take it at face value? Is there
Mm-mm.
anything that we could kind of uncover by this? Is this,
No.
you know, a ploy to do let me say this. We had Avatar, James Cameron, before Way of Water, I think is what that one was called.
Mhm.
I've got all this crap on my microphone. I'm just now seeing. But before they released Way of Water, he re-released or released Way of Water. He re-released Avatar 1 in theaters. And maybe it was just to create hype and momentum. Maybe that's the same thing the Russo brothers are doing with this. I've got some thoughts, but I want to hear from you.
Yeah, dude, this is one, like well, and they wanna do it for money, I'm sure. I
That
think
is a part of it, I would assume.
2 things here. 1, there's a reason they're showing this to us again. I think
Mhm,
that they would not re-release this if there were not a dang good reason, and I think that they have one. I don't know if it's gonna have to do something with their here's the deal. End of the day, we don't know how Doom is getting introduced. I think that something is gonna happen in Endgame that or did happen in Endgame that they're gonna write in to make Doomsday work.
mm.
Potentially. I don't know.
Wait,
Um,
say that again. You think they're gonna add something to Endgame?
I don't think they're gonna add something, but I'm saying that, like, something happens in Endgame, and they're gonna use that to be, like, a catalyst into Doomsday.
Yes.
The other thing is, and this is maybe getting a little bit of a further reach, but they could always add a post-credit scene to Endgame
Mm.
that's different. They could say, "Oh, let's give them something to get ready for Doomsday
Well,
with."
we actually never got a post-credit scene for Endgame,
That's yeah,
so we probably could. I think the only thing we got after Endgame was Tony Stark hammering the mask from like, we got that sound of him hammering the helmet from Iron Man 1, and that was just kinda like an homage to the end of an era for Iron Man.
I mean, if it's just the sound, what other mask could he be making?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. So
You
I
know?
don't know. I mean, maybe we do get something like that. I mean, we that's kinda what I was thinking was we're gonna get something post-credit wise for post-credit chat, post-credit wise for Endgame when we get that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Sorry, I'm gonna let you keep going though.
I mean, that was it. I just am hoping. I, I think it's a refresher for good reason.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I think there's a lot to look forward to with this. I don't think it's just face value. It's gonna be a refresher because we could
Yeah.
just do that at home. At the very worst, this is just a money grab,
Yeah.
you know?
And that's honestly, I'm not upset. I might go see it again in theaters because that's
I
a great movie.
I was gonna say, I saw this movie, I think 5 times in theaters when it came
Yeah.
out. I'm
It's
gonna go
so
see it
good.
again 100%, so I'm excited for this.
And they might need a stepping stone too in between Brand New Day and Doomsday. So they
Yeah.
could still. I'm just kind of talking crap right now, but like they could add something that says, "Here's how Brand New Day ended, and here's how we get from there to Doomsday."
Yes.
But I don't know
You're
why they
saying
wouldn't just.
post-credit for Brand New Day?
No, no, no. I'm saying like Endgame because again, so they would have their like post credit for Brand New Day. I don't know if they have to do anything for Doomsday there. If they're real, actually, scratch that. Scratch that. I just what I want to see is something at the end of Endgame that says we're going into Doomsday.
Yeah. I like
That's
that.
all.
I don't think that's a bad ask. I think we might get something like that. My thought is this, similar to what you're thinking, I think, 1, money grab, this is a percentage of it. However, I do think that, like, why are we seeing Endgame? Now, this is the last movie the Russo brothers directed with Marvel, so there is that. But why Endgame and why in September? That like, there's gotta be something in here, like, what are we missing? And so my thought is, I think you hit the nail on the head, but I think we are going to see something in Endgame that the Russo brothers want us to focus on. I don't think that they are going to reveal what that is during the movie. I
Right.
think we are getting a post-credit scene, and I think we're gonna be so glad we watched that scene after watching Endgame.
Yes.
My theory is it is going to maybe we see a scene after the credits that correlates directly with Captain America, him and Peggy Carter dancing in the
Ooh.
house.
Yeah.
I think like that scene, we're gonna go right from there into something. And I think that's kind of where Doomsday is going to pick up. Maybe Doom like spawns like right outside that house and goes, I don't know.
He
Like that'd be kind of,
kills Captain America.
or what if he kills Peggy?
Yeah.
Like
What if him?
seriously,
What if this whole thing is just like Civil War? Well, not really Civil War, but like gosh, Captain America versus Doom. Like they're just beefing the whole time because he kills Peggy.
Yeah, I mean, that could be it. I mean, it's not been confirmed, but I think we're getting Captain America. Like, he's gotta be showing up in Doomsday or even Secret Wars. Like, we're gonna be getting Captain America back.
Yeah,
So I don't know. That's kinda like the best I've got, but I just more so wanted to open up that conversation because I think it's so cool that they're doing this.
I agree. I'm excited.
And I don't like when I think about Avatar doing it, like, I'm gonna go see Fire and Ash. I'm excited to see that because I'm excited for
Yeah.
the Avengers Doomsday trailer. I really could give two rips about Avatar. It's just not a property that I'm in love with. Like, I remember watching Way of Water and I was like, I'm ready for this movie to be over. It's boring, but I'm gonna go sit through it. It's okay. I am excited for the trailer for Doomsday. That's kind of where
Yeah.
I'm at with it.
Yeah.
That'll be cool. Awesome. Well, talk to me, Sam. Let's jump into our radar segment. I want to know a little bit more. What have you been watching lately?
I mean, it'd be stupid for me not to mention Stranger Things 5.
Yep.
I mean that I'm still. We're actually my wife and I are watching Volume 1 again right now.
I love
A
it.
little bit slower than we binged it the first time all in one night, so we're kind of going a little bit slower through it now.
Okay. Are you enjoying it? Your rewatch of it?
I'm going to be honest with you. Uh, there I don't we don't need to get into this cuz it's a long conversation to have, but they have some serious work to do in volume 2 and 3.
I think we've got 6 more hours
Yeah.
of content that
Uh
they're gonna be delivering.
I am so worried. Like rewatching one or watching it the first time I was like, "Oh, this is cool." Like I've got those rose-colored glasses on as people say.
Yep.
It's like, "This is awesome. This is more Stranger Things. I'm so excited." And watching it again, I'm like, there are so many things that just do not make any sense at
Right.
all. And I could really go on a huge rant. I won't, but they've got a lot of explaining to do, man.
They do. I wanna throw this out there because you brought it up. I think so I rewatched season 5, volume 1,
Mhm.
and I'm with you. I was like, here's my thing. If we were getting a season 6, I really like this season so far. I think it's really cool. But the
Yeah.
fact that this is the season that's rounding everything out, I'm having a hard time watching
Yes.
knowing that you are creating more questions for me as opposed to answering questions that I've already had.
Yeah.
Episode 5 needs to kick off with a bang.
Yeah. Somebody needs to die for once. Oh,
Okay.
don't even get me started on that.
I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I
I
think
hope so.
I think season 5 or episode 5 is going to kick off, and I was watching a breakdown from another YouTuber. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Who do you think is going to die? I want to know.
Oh, I I'm gonna get hate for this. I hope it's Robin, dude.
Oh.
Like, one, I think she's one of the worst written characters on the entire show. Um, two, I think she could have some significance in the story if she dies. Like, her and Will connected.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh-oh,
that's a good point.
she's dead now. Now what, Will? What are you gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do about it? I think Steve dies.
You think Steve dies in
I
episode
thi
5?
I think he dies in this episode. Um, this is not my theory, and so, I do think that there is, um, a lot of validity behind it, and I think that they have pointed out a lot of good things to support this, but Eric Voss over at New Rockstars, he
Yep.
came out saying that in episode 1, when Steve and Jonathan are racing to the top of the thing to turn the power on for whatever,
Mhm.
before they climb up, Steve needs to go turn the electricity off for the tower. And so his thought is, I'm wondering if, and I agree with this, I didn't think about it until he kind of said it, but my thought was this, like, they focused on him turning it off for a reason, turning the
Yeah.
electricity off. This episode 5 is called Shock Jock. I wonder if our jock is gonna
Is shocked.
is shocked Maybe this is an episode where Steve
Oh
sacrifices
man,
himself at the end of it. So this could be a very heavy Steve Harrington episode.
Christmas Day, man, come on.
What a, gosh, you're right. Dang, that would be a way to ruin Christmas, man. That'd be
Yeah, man.
terrible.
Gosh.
Um, mm,
Mm.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
We
So
can move on from Stranger Things. But
yeah,
the other thing I do want to mention is we got a trailer for The Boys season 5.
yeah,
That looks hype. I'm excited. That's all. That's all I need to say. It looks really freaking cool.
it looks awesome. It really does, and it's the final season. So
Yes.
that's another big
I
big
hope
thing
it's
for
good.
us.
And it's in April, which is a lot sooner than I expected.
That's great. I think that's a very healthy time to put this season out. I like that.
Absolutely.
We don't need more things convoluting the end of the year. Like we've got so many things that come out at the end of the year. Leave this be. So I'm here
Yes.
for it. Well, I'll start off with the obvious, but obviously Fallout Season 2. We've got that coming out in a few weeks. Could not be
Yes.
more excited for that. A lot to look forward to. Right now, Missy and I were still, and I think you might be, maybe Laura's with you, but Welcome to Derry. Are you guys
Mhm.
watching that?
I am. Laura's not.
She's not
Not
a, is she not a scary TV movie? Okay.
no.
Misty is. She actually got me into it for the most part. But we are enjoying Welcome to Derry now. And I've enjoyed it, but we
Ooh,
haven't seen Pennywise in this most recent. Well, I've not seen the episode from yesterday. Have you?
I have.
Okay. I hear it's great and I really want to watch it.
Yeah.
Probably won't watch it till this coming weekend. But last week's episode with the black and white scene with, Pennywise, really good. Really
Yeah.
cool. That's what I've been wanting. That's what we've been wanting to see in this dang show, man. And so finally we're
Is it
getting
what,
in.
7 episodes in?
It's terrible. The show's not terrible. It's just terrible that we haven't seen him yet.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think that's it, man. I don't think I haven't started Pluribus yet. I do want to watch that, but I'm probably just gonna have to binge watch that once it all
I think
releases.
you should. I'm getting a little exhausted waiting so long, to be
Okay,
honest.
I'll probably
But
do that. That'll be my little wait.
yeah.
Something I need to finish talking about the boys is I need to finish V. I have not finished Gen V. I'm like 2 episodes
Yeah.
behind, I think, and I think it started off strong, and then the season kind of just started to take a little bit for me, and I'm just, I'm having a hard time getting through it.
I'm with you. It lost me a little bit.
Yeah.
Part of me just wishes that they kept I don't know. I'll let you finish it before I say anything, but
Oh, so you did finish Gen V?
I did. Yeah.
Okay. Well, and I think the reason why I'm saying that is because the boys, the end of whatever season was just released for most recent boys season, kind of played into Gen V season 1 or vice versa. So I'm wondering if it's going to be the
Yes.
same thing. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, but I would just like to, cross my T's, dot my I's, and make
Yep.
sure I got everything covered that I need to. So yeah. Um, Other than that, there's not a whole lot. I'm looking forward to seeing Avatar: Ash and Fire or Fire and Ash for
Yep.
the Doomsday trailer. But other than that, I don't think there's any other movies coming out theaters this year I can think of that I'm looking forward to. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably it. But yeah,
Heck yeah.
awesome. Well, guys, thank you for joining us for this episode of Post Credit Chat. Let us know below in the comments what is a movie coming out or soon that you're looking forward to watching, or maybe even TV shows. What have you been watching? Let us know. Maybe we haven't seen it yet. Maybe we'll give it a watch, or maybe you mentioned something we've already talked about. Let us know what your thoughts are on those things. As always, you can find us on all of our handles or all of our socials at the handle of Post Credit Chat, X, Blue Sky, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And as always, if you like what you see, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Hit the ring bell notification so you can know when we upload our next video on YouTube. Last but not least, 2 more announcements. Stranger Things Volume 2 and 3 coming out this month. Well, this month, are they both this month?
They're both this month.
Stranger Things Volume 3 releases December 31st.
It does.
Okay, not January 1st.
Correct.
Volume 2 and 3 coming this month. So stick around. We'd love to share those reactions with you guys. And then also this Thursday, December 11th, is the Game Awards. We will be live streaming that here on youtube.com/postcredit chat. Come join us. We'd love to see you guys there. But you guys have a great day. Take care. Goodbye.